Yo, Patreon, YouTube, what's happening? It's your man CJ Williams tapping in.
I'm QB. What's up, y'all?
Man, we have another first time listen.
Oh
Everybody clutching their pearls right now.
my gosh. Like, relax. Obviously, there's some stuff I haven't heard. It's probably some stuff you haven't heard. But, we all have different experiences in our lives. And just remember.
Some people were at different ages when certain things came out.
Yeah, also.
Some things people were playing with easy bake ovens and not necessarily riding around to deep cut no limit albums.
How to cook dope. That's what I was doing in my easy bake oven. It's serving fiends.
So we got another one today.
Yes.
Juvenile 400 Degreez.
I'm excited. I haven't heard it, but I've heard a lot about 400 Degreez. It's a lot of people's favorite Juvenile album.
Yeah, favorite Cash Money album for a lot of people.
That's true. We did a poll recently on our community tab and saw that 400 Degreez definitely outpaced the rest.
Yeah, no, without question. And it was super successful. It topped out around 6 million.
Damn.
So that's what I'm saying.
Some
some light work.
Yeah.
Of course, it's got the big single "Ha" and "Back That Ass Up" that gets played to this day.
To this day.
That's crossed over like a motherfucker, but we'll get to that.
We'll get
to that. Like we always do at this time, we'll go through each song, give our thoughts, give a loose rating. We don't really be going.
No, we ain't gotta bring the whiteboard back out.
Yeah, we ain't going super specific with the rating, and then of course we'll also have a comment of the day too that we'll pull from one of our more recent reactions.
Yes.
And if you are watching on YouTube, you can watch the full version for those who are wondering why the music is cut short on YouTube. It's because YouTube isn't that gracious when it comes to a lot of these projects.
Let's talk more music.
Yeah, exactly. So
there's more music on Patreon.
If you want more music to match the talking so it all makes sense,
yeah,
just go to Patreon and support the channel.
Appreciate it.
Also, last thing too, new merch available. We're celebrating Cash Money all month.
All month long, Cash Money Raised Me merch is available. We have t-shirts and hoodies online. Yeah. Shop.culturalisttheory.com. Check it out.
Enough of that. We'll get to the music now. No less talking. We didn't listen to the people.
And let's listen to the people and play the intro.
Let's get to the intro, man. Juvenile 400 Degreez.
Get my lyrics up. Hold on.
And there's no lyrics for this intro.
Shit.
Just a bunch of shit talking.
Damn.
Let's go, Manny.
Ladies and gentlemen. Let me do that once again. How did start?
Let's get to it.
So what we gonna do right now is turn the LB.
That was a staple in the Cash Money catalog, was the intro produced by Manny. And it's usually him and Baby going back and forth talking big shit.
Yeah.
And there's some really funny ones that have like really memorable quotes and shit. But that was just Manny flying solo on that one.
I liked it. I like Manny Fresh, and I didn't realize how much until I heard him saying this. He's very underrated.
Oh,
I don't think he's in enough producer conversations.
He's not.
So,
but you know why? And real quick, because he didn't really get to spread his wings until he left Cash Money, and he did stuff for Lil Flip and T.I. But it was just when you're only stuck, well, not stuck, but when you're limited to Hot Boys and everything Cash Money related,
right?
There's other parts of the region that doesn't necessarily might not have reached.
Okay.
And so that's why he's not looked at the same as people who have hits with
different
everybody and their mama,
different artists from different areas and different genres.
But if you're from the South though,
I'm saying
generally speaking, you have Manny very high on your list.
I just don't hear it enough, but
I agree.
For him to have crafted a sound for a whole label, regardless of not being so, like, I wouldn't even say he wasn't global, but to not have the reach that some of the other producers had, I just think he's not in enough conversations.
I completely agree.
The way it is, to make nothing out of something, you handle your biz, and don't be crying and it's something. You don't know when to quit, huh? That's you with that shot calling shit, huh? That's you with that ball and shit, huh? You on top, huh? You rob a nigga shop, huh? You don't even think you could be stopped, huh? You riding in the Benz on 20 grams, huh?
I remember when I first heard this, and I'm not gonna lie, I was like, yeah, nah, I don't know about this.
Okay.
It was a little too, the beat is very unique, the flow is very unique, obviously it's got the repetitive like, huh? Mm-hmm. And then after like the second or third time, I was like, okay, nah, fuck with it.
Second or third time, hearing it, or second or third line? Okay,
hearing it. Yeah. It took me a second. It was too. I don't want to say left field, but it wasn't.
Didn't resonate. Didn't hit it first.
Nah, it didn't.
Yeah,
not gonna lie.
I remember this song. Like it was fun. It was like a good time. I remember hearing it like just randomly around because it was a single. Like shit went everywhere.
Facts.
And Juvenile honestly sounds like somebody's grandma. Like, oh, that's you out there, huh? Like, that's you that you got all them kids, huh?
You got an old soul.
Like what? And also, you know what? If you're here from the Drake review,
yeah,
thanks for sticking around.
But
sure. Let me say this because this reminds me of a Drake like song, not a particular song,
right?
But just it's like everyday lyrics. Like I'm just walking through my day and saying like shit that I'm observing throughout the day, and it feels very
like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yes, very stream of consciousness. This is just what's happening today, huh?
Well, hard then.
Huh? Oh, you went to school, huh? You got them good grades, huh? You got in trouble, huh? Like, what are we talking about? I don't know. But the chorus always hit though.
Of course, yeah.
Even
though he fucked up though.
What you mean?
You know what it is? You make nothing out of something. The term is something out of nothing.
Well, let's not split hairs here.
I'm charging 600 for some big O's. You do business with me, you coming back to get more. Be up in the ride with me. Ride with me. I told her, Daddy, that's not how I handle business, man. How I know you not turning slate and you be witnessing.
Yes. Give him a drummer song, man. I love Manny Fresh.
Yeah, for sure. Even though I don't think he was playing the bass.
I mean,
but he called to play though.
Does he play instruments?
I don't think he played because I've seen a couple of sessions where he was bringing in people. He plays the beat machine.
Yeah.
So like all them drum flips you hear at the end, like that's all him.
Right.
But he'll be like, yo, I need a bass
play
guitar.
A drum set.
Yeah. I don't know about the drum set, but he can't play he doesn't do the guitar, if I'm not mistaken. He brings people in for that and tells them what to do. You know what I mean?
Fly though.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, you still got to hear it in order to tell people what you're trying to get.
100%. Everybody can't be Prince in this motherfucker with playing 39 instruments. That ain't realistic. But
my beer. I gotta go. I gotta go this one.
That's a popular joint on here. Shout out to Genius on the About section. Juvenile goes on a crime-infested tale driving through New Orleans projects. Period.
It sounds like all the New Orleans that I know.
That's the description. Oh, that's funny.
I like this one. I can see why it's a fan favorite. Like I said, it's just more day in the life stuff and it feels authentic. I don't think I gave Juvenile enough credit for his flow. He doesn't necessarily articulate a lot, but it's like he slurs his words together. He's almost singing, but not really. The slight Bone Thugs and Harmony, just the way he puts his flow together.
Melodic.
Yeah, it's definitely melodic. Not almost future melodic, I would go. But, influences are everywhere.
You could hear why I wanted him on the Jello Tweaker remix and not Wayne. He got the wrong hot boy. I had a whole play for Jello, and I feel like he needed an old school remix and a new school remix. And the old school remix should have had a Juvenile or somebody, a Nelly, a little bit more of a melodic type joint.
Yeah,
it would have been better. Wayne was not the pick.
I don't think Wayne did anything with that.
Nah, he didn't.
With that, it just didn't even go together.
It didn't make sense. It did.
And then when he gave the interview, he said, I didn't really know shit about this song.
Clearly, he just saw the check clear.
The check.
Def Jam called and he saw the wire and was like, oh, nigga press record.
He did not get the Corday value. That Corday verse.
He killed that though.
Golly.
Yeah, he killed that.
That's not what he did for Jello.
It's a pretty day and it's Flossing season. Added 6 times to my new machinery. Flossers, let me see you rolling your rims, ballers. Helicopters, bikes, and bourbons is on us.
It's the season for the flossers, nigga. Ride top notch shit, fuck with it, caution, nigga.
Shine like a light bulb. Rich thug, let that little girl come over here and give a millionaire a hug.
What?
Talking big shit. Wayne was in his little harmonizing bag on that hook though.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Lil Wayne at all. Even though it's early Lil Wayne, I'm still mad I didn't get a Lil Wayne verse. I would definitely take Lil Wayne over Baby verse any day.
Yeah, Baby wasn't the best. He was just here to talk shit, really. People just wanted to hear him talk shit. Like, this was This was the era of stun. I mean, the song is
Flossing.
called Flossing.
They came up with a lot of lingo to show off their shit.
That's cool. And
shout out to them.
Listen, you could tell TVs in the whips and PlayStations in the whips was brand new. Like this.
Yes. They needed that Cash Money Body Shop for real.
Ooh.
I'm saying, call it play. Cash Money Body Shop, you come get your car right for real.
Listen. Another missed opportunity.
Guys. Who was your business manager?
Hey, but they were talking shit on here.
6 tires on my new machinery.
Big dog truck.
What you gonna do with 6 tires?
That's a big dog. We riding big.
That's diesel, man. All right, cool.
Oh, no.
I like this one.
They was talking shit though. And this was a Cash Money staple. Like, this was their brand. Like, they talk big shit. My whip don't come out to the year 2010. It's crazy.
2010 is nuts. It wasn't even the new millennium. What was this? 1998?
98, yeah.
It wasn't even 2000 yet.
Crazy.
I love it, man. You know what? It's early. We're only 4 tracks in.
For sure.
Manny Fresh is my MVP so far.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
I'm with
the
you.
beats are banging, and I liked his verse. His verse
He was talking
gave me everything I needed. I like BG one. I mean, no slouch either, but
for sure.
Manny gave me what I needed on there.
I want me a meal to see just how it feel. No worries about no bills, negotiating deals. All you know that's cold, the way I got them drove. Now follow me now, if you're wrong and on. So do it easy, carry on.
That's some Latin vibes.
Way better than Meet Your Padre. No.
Yeah, that's true.
Nigga.
That's true.
Way better.
No lies told.
But I didn't love this song. I didn't love it. Wasn't a fan. I hadn't heard this. I don't remember hearing this.
Okay.
But I thought it was a little bit too simple, too basic. And I would say that because it reminds me of like being in English class when you first learn poetry structure and like how rhymes work.
Gotcha.
And he's like rhyming for 4 lines, then the next 4 lines has another rhyme scheme. It felt a little bit too basic to me. But I will say one thing on the positive side.
Talk to me.
Is that I'm glad that Juvie and Manny have had the tiny desk.
Yeah,
that was dope. Because I was thinking like I would love to see these performed live with like real instruments
for sure
and stuff like the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra does, and I'm sure other cities do it as well. But I would love to see him live with an orchestra. Like it seemed like it'd be lit.
That'll be fire as fuck. And his tiny desk was super popular.
Facts.
He ended up parlaying that into a nice tour. Shout out to Marty giving him the game.
Yeah.
But no, this was a dope song. To me, this is another showcase for Manny. I love he does this a lot with the drum rolls, like the drum patterns will switch up every so often. Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to predict. And then in the second verse, where he brought in a couple of added instruments that he doesn't have in the first and third verse, like it just adds another level of unpredictability.
I threw the rag tied around my head, man. I'm getting processed with a red man. Throw your sex up, nigga, throw your sex up. Now throw your sex up, nigga, throw your sex up. When I release, aiming straight for your top. Non-stop, holla purse, nigga, you gon' drop.
Nah, that was dope. That's one of my favorite. Another one of my favorites on here. Turk did his thing, even though Turk is kind of like, you know, when there's a group, somebody's got to be last.
He gave me Kid Brother energy. But I'm not mad at that.
I ain't mad at that.
It's respectable, and I think he showed up on this album. Did he outshine Juvie? No, he didn't, but he definitely kept up.
I agree. He did not blow it.
Nah, he definitely didn't blow it. And he got a chance and a half to do it.
Yeah, for sure. And so it's just that like every group, someone's last. And it can't
be a 4-way tie?
No. Bone, he's like the flesh.
Okay.
And that doesn't mean they're trash, though.
Flesh of my flesh. All right.
It just means for whatever reason they're last. Because all these people, Wayne, BG, Juvenile, have multiple solo albums. Turk has one.
Okay, well maybe he's like, I don't want to rap. I want to run cash. I want to run the Cash Money Body Shop, guys. I don't want to rap.
There you go. Shout out to Turk. He podcasts now out of Atlanta with
nice.
Be High.
Oh, really?
ATL. Yeah, he's a frequent co-host on there. So
You gotta get over there.
yeah, I fuck with Beehive.
Yeah, I like his stuff too.
Absolutely.
Loud pipes, big rims, nigga, that's my life. Once I pull up at the club, sorry, that's my night. You really got more money than me, think about it. Let's just say somebody gave me a check, took the hang about it.
Acting like a nigga that ain't never had shit. Smoke a pound, pop the crystal out and drink something. In the casino.
Way in the bag.
Man, he did his thing on that again.
One of the biggest songs. That's easily. I'm talking about Teen Night used to go nuts when that came on.
That Wayne verse was
Yeah.
that was 10 out of 10.
Yeah, he went hard.
That was great, but way better than that last one.
Facts. Wayne went crazy on that.
That was
Kicked it off.
yeah.
Like, there's a lot of songs that with other features where they kick it off and Juvie doesn't. Like, Juvenile doesn't go first on a lot of these songs with features. He seemed to not really give a shit. He was okay with taking a back seat.
Yeah, I mean, I think in this case, I don't know. Maybe Lil Wayne does have the best verse on here, but it's not such a steep climb.
For sure.
It's like everybody's almost level, but it feels good.
It's just his stands. He just, you could tell he kind of had it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that no one else had, or, everybody else was whack.
No, it was all pretty good.
Yeah, no, but that's a classic.
I like that Papa Ruth too.
Yeah, no, he killed that part was a fan favorite too, especially with the sped up hi-hats. Like Manny added the energy with that shit.
Goodness gracious, what can't he do?
That shit, that reminds me of How You Do That, because that happens in How You Do That during the verse. They speed up the hi-hats or whatever for a second.
That guy's
it's just
crazy, man.
It's just the little things. I feel like people care. I want to add something at the end and then cut it out and then like
Got more to do, got more to say. I got to paint this masterpiece.
Yeah.
Like I just got to add this little flourish right here, man.
little seasoning right there.
Yeah, but that bunny line that you didn't understand from Turk.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a bunny bread,
I remember the bunny bread.
and so
I got ends.
more ends than a bunny have in a factory. Bunny bread factory. More bread than the factory.
More bread ends. Oh, more ends as in money.
Ends as in bread. Bread as in money. Ends as in money. Bunny bread.
Bunny as in bread.
Bunny as in bread.
Okay.
Not quite the reach we thought it was.
You might need some icy hot for that reach.
I mean,
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't remember,
You remember
bunny
Bunny-
bread. Not really.
Oh, okay. I remember that. They had a commercial. It used to be like, dang, what was it like? What I said, bunny bread. It was like a jingle that was real catchy.
Well, then no, I definitely don't remember bunny bread. Sorry.
Niggas screaming Lord Dad on a hard day. A smooth little broad down on the broad day.
After you back it up, then stop, then what, drop it like it's hot.
It goes without saying that that's an all-time classic party song.
Shit gotta be top 10 beats, instrumentals.
Beat
That is
crazy.
crazy. You know what it has? Layers.
Facts. Nah, it does. And he sampled this from it's a symphony. And it's one of them like symphonies that's like for public use or whatever.
Yeah.
I think because it's once it gets past a certain like amount of years old, it's open to anybody, and that's where he flipped it from. And it's just that's a fire ass beat. Like the beat is incredible.
Right.
The song is structured perfectly. The Wayne part at the end was the icing on the cake. That's arguably the catchiest part, arguably. And then Drop It Like It's Hot. Drop It Like It's Hot became a thing.
It's very well constructed, and
Facts.
reading about it, while we're listening to it, it's like it was a bounce beat, which I didn't know because I couldn't distinguish bounce. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
But for this to be a bounce song and Juvenile not expect it to do as well as it did, then it goes crazy.
Facts.
And then for like the rest of his natural born life, basically this is his signature song.
Absolutely.
Nuts, but well done. I don't dance to this song personally.
It's had a reinvention over the last couple of years. It's just, man, it's crazy. I wonder how it feels to make something that you look at as being quote unquote local, because bounce is local to the New Orleans scene. And like 30 years later, like you're still fucking playing and getting checks off of it.
I
It's
feel
gotta
like
be fucking weird.
it might be conflicted. Like
Mm.
I'm gonna say probably two examples. Like Shaka Khan with Sweet Thing.
Okay.
Somebody asked her if she ever gets tired of singing it. She's like, yes, I do. Being honest. And
Yeah.
that's why I like Shaka. She's funny. And then Steve Urkel. Did I do that? Like,
but see,
he does not want to be known. He's a grown guy. Now, it's something that has success, like Back That Ass Up, where it feels good and like it's a notch in your belt, like you feel proud of.
You're right.
I'd say he does. Like Urkel doesn't feel proud of. Jaleel White doesn't feel proud of, but it's probably one of those things like, okay,
the gift and a curse.
Enough already.
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
But I mean, the checks though.
The Tiny Desk where he played it, ran it back. He basically pulled a Kendrick where he's like 5 times in a row. But...
Give the people what they want. I feel that though. But on the other hand, when it comes to music, I feel like if something I made people still want 30 years later, that's gotta feel good though. Like I know I get like it's tiring, but at least he's getting paid. And Urkel's not. Jaleel White isn't getting paid to be Urkel now.
No, he's not. He's hosting a game show.
Yeah, right. And he probably could have done that without Urkel. Let's be honest.
Okay, I don't know.
It'd be different if it was Wheel of Fortune.
I only say that because I've seen a lot of celebrities being like game show hosts now, and I don't know how I feel about it because I feel like game show hosts were their own category. Like Pat Sajak wasn't an actor before. Legend. Alex Trebek wasn't
GOAT.
Exactly, he wasn't an actor before he did maybe whatever he was doing in his life, but it's not like
Harvey effect.
Rob Lowe or Steve Harvey doing game shows now. Like, save something for the rest of us.
No, Steve Harvey is perfect for Family Feud.
Oh, I mean, he is. But it's not like there aren't other people who would be great at Family Feud.
True.
Would he got Family Feud if he wasn't already Steve Harvey?
Oh, no.
Would Family Feud be doing as well as it is now if Steve Harvey wasn't hosting? Debatable. Facts. I don't know.
Yeah, they should have called Urkel.
My gun click, nigga silence and down. You was hollering like a motherfucker, bitch, hollering me now.
Walking like I talk it, playboy, you can believe that. The new ice, yellow diamonds, and I'm loving that. Sisters, aunties, grandmas, and cousins. Mamas, baby mamas, family members, and all that shit.
No hook.
Let me ask you this, guys.
Is
this the kind of song you think I should have been listening to?
That's 7.5.
What? You haven't heard this? Absolutely not.
Riding around on your tricycle?
No, my big wheel.
Yeah. No.
Didn't love it.
That's my shit.
I didn't like Baby's verse or really Manny's verse. Manny was kind of funny though, so I did appreciate that about it. But other than that, Baby's verse is too long.
Baby verse was terrible.
Gave me a lot of Silk to Shocker like aftershock, and I was like, oh no. And then what this song made me realize or think about is like it hasn't been so far with 14 tracks in a traditional song for the ladies. Back That Ass Up, you could argue it's for the ladies.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't dance to this. I feel objectified by it. I just don't do it. Anyway, but I don't see like a love song or like shout out to the ladies. Like, I got a main lady, like this my whatever. That's not on here yet.
Yeah, that's a good point. They definitely living the bachelor life on here.
For sure.
It's a different vibe, but Cash Money wasn't really about. They didn't really have a lot of that.
That balance.
Nah.
Okay.
It was pretty one sided. It was a lot of street shit, a lot of flossing.
I'm not mad at
the end.
Flossing. I like flossing. I like the money making.
But they were also young.
Okay.
Niggas ain't talking about being in love when they're young like that. Well, maybe nowadays, like Rod Wave.
I need love.
That's true.
I mean,
that's good. That's a fact.
There's a place for it. I think there is a track for it. You got 20 tracks on here. You can't just slide one in, make some shit up.
When they MO.
When
they're modus operando, or however you say it.
Not on brand.
You seen that 98 Mercedes on TV? I bought that. I had some felony charges. I bought that. Mr. Boy, look, nigga don't play no games no more. Nigga will bust your head if you bang his hole. Or you get played by a dread of Italian. All fine young black female stallions.
Shout out to 400 Degreez title track. This got flipped not too long ago by Lil Baby and ESTG. And I always wonder why that doesn't happen as much. Cash Money stuff doesn't get flipped as much as I feel like it should.
I don't know. I was going to say this about Back That Ass Up too, is I kind of want to hear Back That Ass Up get the Victoria Monet On My Mama treatment.
Ooh.
Because I think somebody singing the chorus, like, damn, I can't remember the chorus. Gotta go back.
Back That Ass Up?
Yeah. Girl, you look good. When you back that ass up.
Yeah.
Like, I look good. I can back that. Like something.
Oh, I got you. I see what you mean.
There's something there where I feel like it could be sung,
because that's been flipped.
and it would be fun.
It's been flipped, but it's been flipped by dude like R&B shit. Like Drake flipped it.
Yeah,
He slowed it down.
Yeah,
Put the Drake-isms on it.
I remember.
You know how he do.
But I like to see something like Victoria Monet did with "Oh My Mama."
That'd be hard. Shout out to her. I'm a fan of hers too.
X. Great music.
But yeah, I be wondering like why people don't flip, because there's a couple of classic Cash Money beats that I haven't heard anybody flip, and I'd be like, yo, I wonder why nobody done that. So somebody did this. Thank you. Shout out to ESTG and Lil Baby, and it's a popular joint too.
Maybe Manny keeps him close to the vest, or Baby.
Maybe so.
I don't know.
Man, Baby might be baller blocking.
I didn't love the chorus, and if you hadn't started singing it,
you wouldn't have known.
I would not have known. I just would have heard whatever that was, sounding like Creeping on the Come Up. Tales from the Crypt. That's all I would have heard.
You done got yourself in some deep shit. Now you stuck in your house. You gotta peep the remix. Rack, rack, rack. Where your niggas at?
I used to hate. Well, we'll get to them. Hot Boy. All right, Juvie and Jigga. I'm not even gonna say my thoughts yet. I'm all ears.
Okay, I like a couple things about this song. The first thing that I like is that Juvenile, unlike Jello, actually had multiple verses.
Thank you.
Everyone was new.
Yes.
Everyone was different.
He was the Popeyes lady at the end of the day.
I mean,
for doing the new verse on Ha. And they got 6 verses on Ha.
On the same, like,
I give it to him, man.
I'm very impressed by that.
Facts.
I appreciate it. He kept the same motif. I'm not mad at that at all. I thought it worked well. Jay-Z is in his early performance bag when he's like scared to perform on record.
That's funny.
Because he was a little subdued. I like that he didn't go the hard route, but still kept the same like tone. Like, of the album. I mean, of the song.
Yeah.
So I like this. I like this. But do we need 3? Also, which is my final thought. Like, why didn't they just put them all at the end? Like at the bonus, like treat it as a bonus track versus mixed in with the track list.
That's a good point.
I wonder.
And I agree. And that's probably what I would do. What I am gonna do. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Mm-hmm. But I remember hearing this and I hated Jay's verse. I was like, yo, what? But then again, I didn't love this song back in the day when it first came out. So it ended up growing on me, even though the brat. No, I still hate that line. I was like, yo, that shit was whack. But the story behind it is pretty cool. Ja Rule, it's funny, Ja Rule and Juvenile have an interview to get where they're interviewing each other.
Nice.
On Hip Hop Wired. Y'all check that out. It's pretty dope. And Ja Rule was telling Juvie, I was with Jay when he came up with that verse.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah. Cap. No, but he was like, they were on tour, and he said, Ja Rule was like, he's a big hip hop head. So he was listening to Cash Money. He was listening to UGK. He was listening to all, and Jay is the same way. And we can tell because Jay is on one of Silk's albums. Like, Jay listens to everything. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yo, we're big hip hop heads. So we were fucking with that hot crazy. And Jay was like, yo, I want to get on this. He said he was like, so he started doing the verse right there on the, you know, Jay doing shit in his head. Right. He was like, I was with him when he did the verse or whatever, and it's crazy. And so they didn't even reach out. He just did the verse and sent it to him. Was like, yo, I want to hop on this. And they were like, nigga, bet.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like that, especially that intro. Yeah, it sounds like he's speaking through the phone.
For sure. Yeah, it definitely sounded like he was on the tour bus studio.
Yeah. But I'm happy for this collaboration. Like, however it came about, and I'm assuming that's the true story.
Sure.
That you have somebody who's as big as Jay-Z on a Juvenile record.
And this was 98. This was 98, so I think Hard Knock Life had came out, if I'm not mistaken.
I want to say so, because
I think it had. Hard Knock Life, because this came out late 98. And so, like, and Juvie said he's a student of the game, so he was already kind of fucking with Jay. Like, he was kind of he was listening to him as well, so.
98?
Yeah.
October.
So it was close. So they were pretty close to each other. So because Jay wasn't quite Jay yet. He wasn't quite Jay.
Understood.
But he was Jay-Z. But anyway.
Always been Jay-Z.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, it was still an interesting remix. Again, Jay reached out. Jay jumped on. Like I said, he's on Silk's Made Man album. It's like, oh shit.
I checked that one song out.
You gotta check that whole album
just to find out what they did.
You gotta check that whole album out.
Do I?
Y'all let us know about. Listen, we have a Cash Money list for whatever. Like, if you didn't know that, we have a Cash Money albums ranked, and we took the years because Cash Money kind of spills over into Young Money. We didn't count Young Money. I ain't gotta worry about that. But we took Juvenile's first Cash Money album and ended it at Juvenile's last Cash Money album. Like, that was the parameters.
Right.
Which is like 96 to 05. Ooh, whenever Soldier X came out. And then his last one, a Reality Check, I think is what it's called. Or whatever the fuck it was called. It's off the dome, man. I don't memorize all this shit, okay? But I did write that list. But it was 2 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
So y'all make sure y'all check that out. And
Where Are They Now?
The Where Are They Now Cash Money episode, that just came out. Again, we got the hoodie, and we have a comment of the day.
Comment of the video.
There you go. Comment of the video. I will take that. So you guys make sure to leave comments, questions. If you leave a question, we'll probably pick that one over a comment. But this comment was pretty dope.
Was that it? That's it for the.
Yeah, that was the album. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, because Junior's got me with a 19 and 20. Got Cash Money, Gorilla, and 187.
Yeah, those are.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Let me close this up. Genius.
Yeah, I mean, come on, bro. They got deluxe editions, Best Buy editions,
Japanese editions. Let's get a comment, please. Sorry to interrupt.
All good. Shout out to Rev Tate 22. He commented on our See Murder Life or Death reaction. That was your first time listening to See Murder's debut. Yeah, it was. I love it when you guys do No Limit Records. The main reason I decided to subscribe to your channel a year ago takes me back to my childhood. So salute to you, Rev Tate 22. So we're going to ask you guys, what next No Limit album should we do?
Yes. I gotta also.
You really want to hear Silk though?
Okay, so yes, what No Limit album should we do? But I have a secondary question: is what album takes you back to your childhood? Like, what's the first one that takes you back to your childhood? You can pick any year, 14 years old, 7 years old. I don't care, but which one takes you back?
That's
Leave
a great
a comment.
I love
for
that.
Us, please.
Please do, man. We'll read the best one, or one of the best one, or a couple of the best ones on another reaction.
And we're looking for a question.
Yeah.
That we'll answer in our next reaction video.
And if you're looking for the hoodies, make sure to hit the link in the description, shop.culturalisttheory.com. Support the movement. We're trying to do big shit over here, man. We got really big plans that we'll unveil one day. Unveil. I almost fucked that up.
Reveal, unveil.
Yeah, reveal, unveil one day. And so it goes a long way. So we appreciate y'all. What did you think about 400 Degreez, though, before we get out of here?
I like 400 Degreez. There are a couple songs I would run back, and it's mostly the shit talking songs because that's just where I'm at in my rap journey. I like it. So. For sure. Yeah, no, it's a classic. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen our Cash Money albums ranked video, it's very, very high on the list. That's all I'll say. I mean, we got a couple of albums on this on the hoodie.
That's true.
So out of the 8 that are on the hoodie, Cash Money Raised Me.
Woo.
There's some heat on there.
It's a lot of heat. And as a matter of fact, that Manny Fresh beat that I said was incredible is on this BG album.
Right.
It's amazing. Chest. Right at where my heart is. Oh, shit. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all tapping in as always. Thank you for the support. Patreon, it goes a long way, as I mentioned. And again, it's your man, CJ Williams.
I'm QB, man. Shout out to y'all.
Absolutely. We'll see y'all next time.
Peace.